Alright, man, we're gonna get right into it, man. Running animation, player movement, man. I got Michael Turner right here. You see overall he's 91. Speed 86, strength 85. You know what I'm saying? Agility 81. Agility is what we're gonna probably be looking at the most, as well as acceleration. You see it's a 90. Elusiveness 74. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. But you know, you see the ratings right here. In regards to the test that I'm about to run right now, you know, the ratings really not gonna matter, probably except for agility. You see I just got him running right here back and forth, trying to see what the turnaround is. You see hit side, he jump back. You know, I can't explain it. I guess it's supposed to be some type of football move. But right here I got a figure 8 test going. Just seeing what the foot planning, you know, if I can generate user foot planning. And I will say this about the game: going backwards and going downfield, they got some great foot planning. You see them right here, putting on some foot planning moves. You know, they look pretty good, man, but I can't get the same moves in regards to going upfield. Right here I got some spins going. You know what I'm saying? Everything look pretty good. We're gonna go more in deep later on in the video, breaking down foot plan and breaking down the certain shifts that different players have, man. As you'll see, a lot of things coincide with the different players on the field. Different animations trigger different animations. Always remember that. You know what I'm saying? When you try to market physics and all these type of things, you know what I'm saying? You have to market it, you know, in a smart way. You know what I'm saying? When Backbreaker did they physics thing, it was on the real. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, a lot of things that were bad about Backbreaker to a lot of people, they were acceptable. See, you right? See, I got the zigzags going on that. All right, man, we got a run and play A3 Blast set up right here with Michael Turner. We're gonna look at it in real time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna run that back. What I want you to look at in this play is the juke move Michael Turner put on. He has an average juke rating. It is not very high. You know, it's Michael Turner. He's not known for putting the juke on anybody, but you know, it's a video game, so oh well. I hit the juke because I didn't see it opening on the outside, so I wanted to juke back in the inside. And it worked pretty well. Once I hit the juke, I was able to go through on the left, you know what I'm saying, where they had it sealed up at. So in terms of the foot plant, you see him hit it, boom. It looked pretty good, you know what I'm saying. It's some shift in there, you know, that's to be expected, but all in all, the juke move looked pretty good for me to change direction, so to speak, from the right to the left. Alright, man, right here, man, we're gonna look at some pursuit angles, man. Look at the initial play real time. Okay, now you got your safety. You know, he's looking at the play. This is a running play. He going B, initially goes back in the zone. Everything looked pretty good. And what I'm looking at is lateral movement and the eventual pursuit angle of the defender. Once he recognizes, okay, the player's coming to his side, he immediately turns. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to look at the shift in terms of him recognizing the play and getting in the position to go into his pursuit angle. You know what I'm saying? Well, I call it the sit and spin, man. He on the sit and spin, the merry-go-round, and that's how he's able to make up speed and get in his pursuit angle. You know what I'm saying? Look kind of crazy, but it is to be expected in Man 13. Alright, man, here's a play, man, and this is a pretty good looking play in regards to the initial running animation from shedding the tackle. We're looking at it in real time right here. And what I want you to do is focus on Michael Turner and his feet and, you know, his overall body positioning in regards to breaking the tackle. You know what I'm saying? This is initial contact. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Once he gets initial contact, you know, At first I was thinking that, okay, he might run into Jacquizz Rodgers, but he didn't. And you know, he made all the necessary steps, man. And another thing I like about this play is, on a lot of these plays on Madden 13, you get them to where when they breaking tackles or whatever, their arm is just flailing around and they got the ball in their hand, and it look unrealistic. Because in the real world, man, that ball be knocked down and be a fumble. Right here, Michael Turner has the ball tucked in, you know, at initial contact, and you know, and it looks pretty realistic, man, in regards to him shedding the tackle, making all the steps, and getting free. Man, here's another play. Like I said, I ain't gonna bullshit. I really like this play, man. I get around the corner with Michael Turner. Julio Jones get him away, man. I basically just bow Julio Jones over, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it gives you the leads you to believe that momentum plays a factor within the game, but ultimately, you know what I'm saying, we know what the real answer to that question is. But overall, man, it's a pretty good looking play. Overall, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no way of me getting after it. Alright, here, man, I got Jacquizz Rodgers' stats pulled up, his ratings. You know, of course, he's much more agile than Michael Turner. You know what I'm saying? His agility at 94 and acceleration 97, man. And I'm gonna take a look at him in regards to Michael Turner being a you know, a bruising type back, and Jacquizz Rodgers, even though Jacquizz Rodgers is a point slower than Michael Turner, which I wouldn't have thought that, but he's a lot more agile. I'm gonna run some of the same tests as I did on Michael Turner, going back and forth and turn around, turn up speed. You know, you can tell that he's a lot quicker in terms of you know what I'm saying, the different maneuvers that he can do. I would say this, in terms of playing with a guy that's not more agile, the controls seem a lot looser. You know what I'm saying, in regards to your use control. But when you're playing with a guy that has great agility like Jacquizz Rodgers, things seem a lot more tighter. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's, like I said, that's to be expected in regards to you know, how we used to play in Madden 13 and use control as a whole. Still, you're not getting the result needed. You know what I'm saying, in terms of going upfield. Jacquizz Rodgers' spin is kind of weak. You know what I'm saying? He got a slow spin. You saw the spin rate, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but he has a average spin rate. Michael Turner's spin is actually better than his. I don't know too much get that, but alright, man, here's a play that shows some good foot playing in regards to the defender. I noticed that on defense, you know, guys reacting to the ball, guys reacting to the play within itself, they have a lot better running animations than offense. For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But look at the footwork. He's going into his zone. When he reacts to the play, you know, his foot planning is great. You know what I'm saying? It's some slight shifting. But in terms of the animation itself, you know, it's great. You know what I'm saying? You can't dispute, you know, solid foot planning and in terms, but looking at us as being an offense, we don't look at it. Alright, here's another play with the Infinity Engine at work. And here's one of the rare plays that you see with the Infinity Engine that looks pretty good. You got Jacquizz Rodgers. I see the defender coming in the lane. So what I want to do is juke to my left and see if I can't hit in the crease. You know what I'm saying? Everything look good. Now you see when Jacquizz Rodgers jukes, I don't juke far enough, and I run directly into the defender. You know what I'm saying? Well, not in the defender, but my blocker. You know what I'm saying? And it looks pretty good. I'm following my fullback. That's my fullback blocking. Instead of me going to the right, I want to juke back inside to see if I can hit in the lane. But I run into my fullback, and basically that's how I get tackled. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that really doesn't have anything to do with player movement animation, but it looked pretty good. Alright, man, two things I want to focus on right here in regards to this pitch play, man. Alright, Matt Ryan pitched to Jacquizz Rodgers. Now I want you to pay attention. I'm gonna go through it. I want you to pay attention to how Jacquizz Rodgers sidestepped for whatever reason when he gets the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Look at his body positioning in terms of him getting the ball and him cutting to run upfield, where run sideline basically. You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy, and then his foot is oddly positioned in the way that I want him to go. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he's doing a sidestep type motion for whatever reason. And intentionally, I went directly to the cut to the sideline just to see what the movement is. And I want you to pay attention to the shifting that he does to get himself in a position where he's not going to have to make a hard cut to go directly to the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's on the sit and spin. So, based on what I'm telling the player to do, it turns itself on that axis and goes that direction. Look at the shifting of the feet. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the no sense of foot planting, no sense of making your feet go in that direction. It's crazy, man. Alright, man, here you go. Wide receiver route running, man. I'm gonna look at Julio Jones right here and look at him make this quick end cut. Initially it looked great, and this is what I'm talking about, the trickery being used in real time. You know what I'm saying? It looked great in real time, but as I went to it and saw that what steps were made and how they were made, you know what I'm saying, it looked kind of crazy, man. But all in all, you see the close-up right here, and you see, watch the two quick steps. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the two quick steps in terms of it wasn't him being on a sit and spin per se, because they had to have a route animation. You know what I'm saying? But in essence, the same foundation still holds. You know what I'm saying? And what killed it was, like I said, when the pivot step for him to turn into the end route. You know, overall, for what it's worth, it looked pretty good. But you can go deeper into it and truly see, like I call it, the six-axis point, man. You can truly see in terms of player movement what they're doing, with animation or not. Alright, man, here's another one, man, in terms of foot planting in the wide receiver route. Tony Gonzalez right here in the dig, man. You know, to the naked eye, it looks great. You know what I'm saying? That's to the naked eye. But when you slow it down and put a close-up on the feet in terms of what he's doing, you can still see him being on the axis. We'll look at it, boom, boom, boom. He made the deceleration look, you know what I'm saying, phenomenal. He decelerated to get into that cut and had the pivot step to go to his left in the dig route. You know what I'm saying? It looked great. But like I said, you see the sudden shifting. You know what I'm saying? You see the turning of the feet in that direction. And not from him doing any foot planting, just the shift. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call it the axis, man. The sit and spin, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, for me to go any deeper than that would be nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? Because the correct animation is there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, usually with AI controlled players, whether it be wide receivers, DBs, you know what I'm saying? Basically anybody on the defensive side of the ball that's CPU control, the foot planting is usually great. You know what I'm saying? What you don't see is the access points in which they turn to get in whatever position they need to get in. But overall, it's a good looking play by Tony Gonzalez, but you got to read between the lines in terms of what he's doing and how he made his cuts and how he pivoted and all of that, man. It's all in the shifting. Shifting is key. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man, this play right here, I want you to focus on the DB, this man coverage, you know what I'm saying? I want you to focus on the turnaround speed and everything else in terms of the cornerback guarding on Roddy White. This play is terrible, man. It's straight terrible. Now, the foot plan and everything initially looked great. He played Roddy White to the inside. That's the reason being he planted right there because he wanted to play him to the inside. You know what I'm saying? Everything looked great initially. You know what I'm saying? But watch Roddy White when Roddy White goes past him. Why did he turn, in like that? You know, it was almost as if he was like trying to jump a route or something like that. And which would be fine if that's what we knew the AI was trying to do. But watch the sit and spin, man. This is probably one of the most blatant sit and spins, man, that I've captured so far. He literally turns 180 degrees, man, on the sit and spin with no footwork whatsoever. He just glide in the air, turn around 180 degrees on the sit and spin, and then plants his feet. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't know why. Because at this point, Roddy White was going, basically streaking up the field. He planted his feet again to try to turn some type of way. And doing that, he lost position on Roddy White, and Roddy White was able to catch an easy ball over the top. You know what I'm saying? In terms of foot planting, that foot plan right there looked pretty good. But why did he do it? You know what I'm saying? What was the reason behind it? You know what I'm saying? It's sudden shifting, but not to the point where you would think that he was trying to get in another type of position, because all he had to do was run step for step with Roddy White. What was the point of doing it? You know what I'm saying? And that's CPU controls. That's not me. I'm the Falcon. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy looking. And then, look at the speed overall. Alright, on this play, man, we're going to look at the speed. And what I want you to focus on is Harry Douglas catches this ball on the street route. Now, I'm not going to give the ratings of both players in terms of speed, but obviously Harry Douglas is faster than the nickelback. Harry Douglas catches the ball on the street route. He goes past the defender. Now, when he goes up for the ball, and I'll be focusing more on this in part 4 of wide receiver DB interaction. He goes past the defender. At this point, he goes up for the ball. He has to jump. It doesn't matter how fast you're going to lose some speed. Now, he's probably about 3 yards away from Harry Douglas at the point of when he jumps up to get the ball. Harry Douglas actually, boom, you see it right here. Now, the nickelback still running full speed at Harry Douglas, and he did not catch Harry Douglas whatsoever. Now, this is in terms of player movement and talking about how animations coincide with each other. Because of Harry Douglas being in the animation, essentially, the nickelback was in the animation as well, not allowing him to catch up with Harry Douglas. Alright, right here, man, you got a terrible play, man. This is in terms of what I'm saying, animations coinciding with each other, man, in terms of the wide receiver and the DB. Right here, you see Roddy White going in, and he's doing a dig route, and he has to decelerate and make his cut into the route. But watch the DB, man. This is what I want you to focus on. Don't focus on the foot planning. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus on anything else but the DB in terms of making his cut with Roddy White. Now, did you just see that? This is what I mean by the sit and spin, the 6-axis turn. You know what I'm saying? Roddy White went into an animation, but for whatever reason, the DB didn't. You know what I'm saying? The DB didn't even really lose speed. Roddy White decelerated and cut. The DB did the same exact turn as Roddy White, but he didn't have to decelerate. All he had to do was turn on the sit and spin. And you know, this is the origins of the Psychic DB, man. This is where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Why would you put an animation in for Roddy White, but not one for the DB? Maybe there isn't one. You know what I'm saying? But because of Roddy White going into the animation, the DB and the AI had to compensate. You know what I'm saying? That's the basis of the Psychic DB. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, man. Quick look at quarterback move, man. I got Matt Ryan right here in a shotgun with 2 split backs. Alright, he gets the ball on the snap. He makes a quick step on foot plan. Everything looks good as far as foot plan. What I want you to look at is, look at the defender on his right side coming at him for the sack. I see this, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, I want you to look at the feet. First of all, look at the morph, you know what I'm saying? He basically has 1 foot right now. I guess he's a mermaid or whatever, but it's all cool. Look at the feet, and look at the motion when I try to get out of the pocket, you know what I'm saying, to avoid the sack. I basically shift, I basically get on the sit and spin 180 degrees, turn around, don't lose any speed in terms of me trying to run out of the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I get out of the pocket for a couple of yards. Also, man, like I said, it's gonna be an O-line D-line interaction video. That'll be part 2, blocking and tackling animation. Look at I think that's Tyson Claber right there. Look at the lineman pushing to this defender, man. I mean, that's pretty good in regards to the physical engine. Like I said, you see signs of greatness. Look at the feet. They supposed to got tripped up earlier, but you know, I'm not gonna trip at that. Look at the shift. You know, his leg is basically broke right there. Supposed to have a broken ankle or a torn ACL or whatever, but all in all, you know, I'm not gonna nitpick on it. You know what I'm saying? Because overall the blocking was pretty good. And of course, you gotta have more. You know what I'm saying? What would man be without the more? You know what I'm saying? Real-time physics. You be the judge, man. You be the judge, dog. Alright, man. My overall impressions, player movement, running animation. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the Infinity engine, you see slight signs of what could be. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody disputing that, but in terms of what we know and the legacy issues that came from Madden Next Gen on, they're still there. I proved the shifting was still there in terms of getting in position to get to the ball or whatever you need to do. You know, shifting and 6XS and sit and spin are still the base points on player position. It's not about physics. It's not about foot planning. It's not about any new animations whatsoever. The basis point for AI to get in position for a play, no matter what difficulty, because that was all pro that I was just on. No matter the difficulty, the shifting is what ultimately decides player position. You know what I'm saying? And that's in terms of AI as well as user control. You know, because if the AI goes into an animation first, you're going to be triggered into an animation if you like it or not. And it's going to be vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, no, physics does not matter. It's not physics that you can feel in terms of true player movement and running animation. It's not. You know what I'm saying? But this part 1, player movement, running animations, man, the standard series on SNN, man. You know what I'm saying? This your boy MD20. Check out for part 2, and it's gonna be the last 2 of the fundamental 4, blocking and tackling animation, man. Check it with me. This your boy MD. SNN Simulation News Network. Check in with me, man.